Welcome to the virtual training supplement. This is on rolling fundamentals. We know there's quite a few people out there who may not have any experience in rolling or learning how to do this in the comfort of their own homes. So we're going to show you some basics on how to teach it at a very fundamental level. Methods that I've learned through teaching for over 15 years now, on which ones are kind of a little bit more successful. So this one we're starting with forward roll. Obviously you're on your knees on the floor, bringing the distance from the ground a little bit lower. One hand on the floor, the other hand is cutting across using the blade edge of your hand, so palm flat. The other one's going to come right across to your knee, and you're essentially going to bring the shoulder down and go right over the top. So this one's a nice easy way for the beginners to learn how to roll without the distance of the floor. And then here we can adjust to the knee, so you can actually bring your distance up a little bit higher, bring the knee up, lift your hip up, and do the same thing, but now you have a little bit more distance from the ground. So building up that distance in comfort with the floor. Knee up, hand down, blade in, lift your hip up, and lift and push your hip over your shoulder. Right? This is a great way to, again, just get yourself used to it, getting yourself up and over without having to deal with the distance. This next mid step is kind of like a low squat. So take yourself a squat, then get yourself into a position that you're ready to roll. Same position on the hands. One hand on the floor, the other one blade coming in. You can do it about half step now. Instead of going to your back knee or your back foot, you can go kind of mid foot or to the front foot. Either way is okay. But this time, again, raising that distance from the ground, but not all the way up, and then learning to get your hip all the way over. And then finally, we have a standing position where now you are kind of taking a smooth approach to rolling. So you'll start from the standing position, then squat low and bring the arm down. This again sets you up for the full standing rolling that you see most people do. And then once you get comfortable with that, again you just create the continuous movement, right? Instead of stopping your pieces, just bring the arms down, let the knees squat down and roll over. So you eventually develop some smooth, fluid action on that. This was at the end of all the recording I was doing that day, so you could tell I'm a little bit tired, ready to take a break. But take all the breaks you need to. Obviously, this is your training, and you go at the speed that you like. Okay, we're gonna start going into backwards roll. Again, I teach this one fundamentally first on the ground as low as possible, and then move our distance from the ground up to make people a lot more comfortable going from the ground. So this one, squatting forward, one leg out, you're gonna grab the knee and you're gonna use your arms to lift your knee over your shoulder, turn the neck sideways, lift it over, pull it back, and you'll end up doing a backwards roll. So just start there, grab your leg, pull it right over the shoulder, turn your neck, boom, there you go. So really rolling either forward roll or backwards roll is actually over the shoulder, kind of in a cross diagonal. You don't want to go right over on the spine, obviously, because you'll end up hurting yourself. So this one, try to do it from the ground, pull that knee over, and then once you get comfortable with that, you're going to use kind of an arm motion, kind of a 1, 2, 3, and use that momentum to swing yourself back. So instead of pulling your leg back, lift your leg back and your arms, go right over the shoulder, boom, right there, nice and easy. Give yourself a little 1, 2, 3, and then whoop, over the top. Let's see if I'm going to do that one again. So now we have the knee up. Again, using that momentum, this time getting that knee prepared to go right over. So you're going to put your foot down and then right over the top. You're still seated on the ground, so you're still getting comfortable with that distance. And now you can go with the knee up like that, leg right there. See if I'm going to pull my leg or if it's just going to go straight. Yeah, there we go. So give that a try. Get your hips up off the ground, grab your leg, drop your bottom to the floor, and roll backwards. So now you're learning to use some natural momentum from the backwards roll. This time, don't grab your leg, put your hands over your shoulder, get ready for them to be on the back side. So hands up over the shoulder, drop your leg, get used to that leg pushing over the top. And now here you can go from a squat position as well. Drop the knee down, squat down, tuck the leg back, roll right over the top. See, you're starting to develop good smooth motion as you're doing the rolls. And here I'm thinking, oh wait a minute, I gotta go backwards. So now from standing position, squat down right over the top. So you've developed some comfort with the distance to the ground. Drop your leg down. You can squat if you need to. Reduce that distance from the ground. That's totally okay. Again, hopefully you enjoyed these. These are some fundamental ways I've learned that work great on learning how to roll and the comfort with the distance from the ground. Thank you.